very informal, but listen guys, I have not finished Lightlark yet. We're going to, I promise. I did go and buy the special edition of Lightlark because I'm psycho, and I bought Nightbane because I'm dating to read it. So I'm so excited. I'm loving Lightlark, in case you couldn't tell. Love it, besties. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very exciting reading vlog. I am so excited. I read Lightlark. You can see by the title what's happening, but I read Lightlark last month, devoured it, ate it up. So much fun. And I was waiting till Skyshade was coming out to read Nightbane so I can binge them back to back. And that's what we're doing today, or this video. Okay, today we're going to be reading Nightbane and Skyshade. We have Nightbane in its glory. I'm so excited. And we have a Skyshade. I am filming this in the middle of the reading vlog, so I did buy Skyshade, but you're gonna go see me go buy it on release day. I'm so excited, and I'm in the middle of this right now, but I can't wait. I'm so excited. So this is gonna be a spoiler-free reading vlog. I might do spoilers at the end of Nightbane. I don't think I'm gonna do spoilers at all for Skyshade because I just feel like it just came out. I don't want to put that out there yet. But if you have read both of them, DM me on Instagram, here, whatever, _, we can talk about it. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm ready. We can talk about it. But I suggest you read Lightlark before watching this because I will be talking about like how Lightlark ended and talking about Lightlark and going into Nightbane and Skyshade. So I suggest watching Lightlark. Unless you don't care, go read Lightlark first before watching this. But I'm not going to do any spoilers for Skyshade. If you want to talk about what happened in this book, you can DM me on Instagram, _, and I'd love to yap about the books. I might do spoilers for Nightbane. Now wait. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have not read this series, I highly suggest it. I haven't even finished it yet, but just with Lightlark, I suggest these books already. They're so fun and fast-paced and addictive. The plot twist, the enemies to lovers, I'm eating it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into reading these two books. Today, we are going to be continuing a series that I recently started. I read Lightlark in one of my more recent reading vlogs of reading popular romantasy books from Book Talk. Read it, I fell in love with it, and immediately had to continue with the series, but I was waiting to read the second book until I got closer to the third book's release day, which is today, or this video started a few days before that, I think, but it's today, November 12th, is Skyshade comes out book 3. It was supposed to be the end of a trilogy, but it's actually just a third book in a series because apparently there's 2 more coming out next year. I'm so excited. I literally read this book in that reading vlog. If you want to see more of my reactions to it, go watch that one because it was so fun. But I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. It was so entertaining. This book follows our main character. In this world, there's different islands and different realms, kingdoms and realms that are ruled by different people. And they have this island called Lightlark. And during a centennial, which is like every 100 years, all the rulers from each realm and each kingdom come to this island to compete in order to break a curse that was put upon them many years ago by some of the rulers in this world. And so they come together competing against each other, but also trying to figure out the clues to solve the riddle in order to break the curse. There's like different people and different creatures in this world, and each one has their own gifts and then also their own curses. So for example, the different like realms or worlds or kingdoms is the wildlings, starlings, skylings, moonlings, sunlings, and nightshade, and they have curses and powers that are because of this curse that was put upon them, and so that's why they're going to Lightlark every year to compete. And we have Isla, who's from the wildling realm, and she is going there to try to solve this clue and figure out what's happening and how they can break this curse. Okay, we have love, romance, plot twist, trials, backstabbing. I love it. Loved it, ate it up, devoured it. So good, fast-paced, stunning. Now we're reading Nightbane book 2. I'm so excited. Also, I did listen to this book on audio, and I had a great time listening to it. It was so fun. I listened to it and then also eyeball read it while listening to it. And so that's what I'm doing again with Nightbane. I got the audio, currently listening to it. I don't know what chapter I'm on. This one has no chapter numbers because the first book has chapter numbers. I just said this, but chapter numbers and titles. This one just has titles. So I don't know what chapter I'm on, but I just started it, like barely into it. I fell asleep reading it last night. But we're gonna go to a restaurant right now. I just finished work for the morning. I have work and school in the evening, but I have a few hours to spare. So we're gonna go downtown a little bit. My local bookstore is there, so we're gonna go buy Skyshade, and then we're gonna go to a restaurant next door, get a little snack, some appy, read this book for a little while, and see how far we can get into it. I do have work, like I said, for a few hours, and then I have a presentation to do tonight, but I don't have work earlier tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna try to read as much as I can of this today, and then start Skyshade. Okay, we're gonna go and buy Skyshade. So guys, we went to the bookstore and we bought the books. Okay, the bag's big. This is my book. I just put it in there, but A moment for the book, guys. I don't even want to read what it says on the inside because I don't want to be spoiled for anything. But the local bookstore I go to, she gave us some new stickers. I mean, not new stickers, some new bookmarks. So this is one of the new bookmarks. It's so pretty. And the other one says Season's Greetings. I'm obsessed. Look how cute. It's Christmas. This cover is so pretty, and there's a Barnes & Noble exclusive cover. Why do they do me dirty like that? Like, why do they have to do that to us? Because, like, what? Do you mean I have to buy the books in every single edition before even reading it? Whoa. I didn't even notice this. Look at it. Who's the snake? No. Who's the snake? I know who's the snake. Oh, I did buy it. This is not related. Okay, but I bought the Trader Queen. I didn't realize this came out today. This is my problem. I haven't even read this book yet, but I've heard good things. There's new covers. So I bought the Trader Queen, and I had recently bought the Bridge Kingdom. So I look like a rat. Let's embrace the rat. Let's talk, because we haven't, oh my gosh, I don't think that made it any better. My forehead is looking like a Megamind right now, and we're gonna need to just like tell it to stop. Let's not talk about it. Let's talk about my thoughts of Nightbane. I haven't really spoken to you much about it because I was trying to get like into it and consistently reading it. I'm on page 154 now. Okay, let's talk about my thoughts, because what the heckaroonies. Okay, I have it on my phone. I've been taking notes. I'm listening to it on audio while eyeballing it. Listen, look at my, you see that? It says Nightbane, okay? And then my notes. Yeah, let's talk about them. I'm trying to keeping it spoiler free. If I get the spoilers, we'll have that separate. But listen, first of all, again, like I said, you have to have read Lightlark if you're gonna watch this video, or if you don't care, then continue watching it. But I'm gonna talk about kind of like things relating to the first book, and maybe my theories potentially for the new book, as well as my theories from the first book that I had that I didn't say verbally because I was trying to keep it spoiler free. Basically, read the first book before you watch this, because I'm gonna talk about things in relation to the first book, and I don't want you to be spoiled because this book is so much fun. I'm gonna say her books, they fly by, okay? The things that happen in such a small time span is actually amazing. It's a perfect book and story to get lost in, especially in a reading slump. And to be able to read a series that you want to like binge, 10 out of 10. I feel like so much has happened already in 154 pages. And it's honestly kind of a little bit slower right now from Lightlark, but I think it's getting more intense. The beginning was a bit slower, but again, define slow, because like it's so fast paced that it's really not slow. After reading Lightlark, I am a Team Grim girly, okay? And if you know how Lightlark ended, she went to go live with Oro, and Grim left to go to his own little Nightbane world. Basically, he wants her back. That's what we're getting at. Let's talk about what happened in the book. Okay, so the end of Lightlark, basically, Grim and Isla were together. They were a thing, and then he took her memories away because when they went to the Centennial at Lightlark, they had to break the curse, and she had to fall in love. The plan was for her to fall in love with a sunling, Oro, to break the curse. So he took her memories away, so that way she could do that. And then what happened? She fell in love with Oro. And now she feels betrayed because Graham took away her memories. Oh my gosh, girl, get over it. He was trying to break the curse. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna stop. But they were in love. And then she keeps saying in this book that Oro is the only one who didn't betray her. First of all, Oro was the one that told everyone that you had no powers. I don't care if he was doing it for the good of the people. So was Grim by breaking the curse with you. Okay? So let's keep that in mind. And she's also said how she's like, I can't be myself around anyone. I bet you can with Grim. Listen, I'm being dramatic. I know. If you're Oro girly, I'm so sorry. Like, Oro's nice. Like, he's not like a mean person. But why am I more excited when Grim is threatening to kill everyone than Oro complimenting Isla? No. Like, actually, sending threads. I'm like, and then Oro giving her a compliment, and I'm like, I said this. I don't know if I actually said it in the video because I was trying to not be spoilers. But I don't know what's happening right now. I thought one thing was happening, but then something else switched. But I have faith in this character for some odd reason that they're gonna do us good. They're gonna be there for us. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm delusional because something just happened that I'm like, wait, what is going on? Let me talk about first of all what the heck this book is about. So it's taking place after Lightlark, obviously. So now we have Isla with Oro, and they're trying to deal with the aftermath of Centennial, Grim leaving, and basically what they're saying is that Grim is trying to destroy Lightlark, okay? And he's making threats like, I'm gonna destroy you guys, blah, 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 whatever. So they're trying to work on that. Isla, you know, is now the all-powerful destroyer of curses. She has wildling powers, Nightbane powers, and starling powers, because apparently her and Oro love each other, or whatever. If you love someone, there's like that whole rule on Lightlark that you can't fall in love, because if you fall in love, you give someone else access to your powers. She killed Aurora, the one who tried to be Celeste, who I knew was a snake from the beginning, by the way. I had it in my notes. I said, is Celeste a snake? And then she was. I knew it. Anyways, she did the bond thingy-majiggy and took the power. So she has that power. So now she's basically the ruler of Wildling and Starling, trying to figure out how to help them, how to bring them back together, how to help them recover from their curses, because their curses had the Starlings living till 25. And that was it. So now they're like, we have all this life left to live. What do we do? And then the Wildlings used to be, she's called Heart Eater by Grimm. Stunning nickname. Anyways, they used to literally eat hearts. So that's why they were kind of getting hated on, because they were like, kill people for hearts, you know, whatever. Now they have to learn how to actually function and live with like a regular diet. So she's trying to help them do that, okay? She's trying to help them learn how to survive. And she's also dealing with like, I'm not fit to be a ruler, but also I am. So like, I gotta do what I gotta do. She was scared to have like work on her powers, but now she's trying to get them going, because she grew up thinking she had no powers. And now she has all these powers and she doesn't know what to do with them, and she's trying to figure it out. So she's dealing with that aspect, and Oro's helping her. Let's talk about the fact that Oro's being weird. They're in love, but he's being weird about it. Finally, something happened, and I'm like, okay, like maybe you guys do like each other. But for a while, I'm like, sir, what? I'm just not an Oro girly. He's nice, but like, she keeps saying Grimm. We love that. Visions of Grimm. And I'm like, but yes, we had a ceremony that occurred that was really fun and exciting. Something happened with that. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to spoil anything. But that was cool. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of related to her past. That's fun. I'm excited to see how that thing plays a role. Oh, also in this book, we're getting dual timelines. We're getting a before. The before is with, guess who? Grimm. Isla and Grimm. When they met, what occurred. Literally, we've gotten nothing, but I'm eating it up. She quite literally stabbed him in the chest. Current present day of them trying to figure out what they're going to do with their lives and live on Lightlark, survive on Lightlark, and potentially defeat Grimm, who is potentially trying to attack them and destroy Lightlark, okay? That's what this book is about so far. And then we have the past timeline of when Isla, for the first time, went into Nightshade. Why is it called Nightshade? This is called Nightbane. When she first went to Nightshade, and then her meeting Grimm, and the start of their, I'm guessing, relationship. Listen, I'm pretty sure he has a scar from her, and he purposely didn't get it healed. And my thought is, it's a reminder of her for him. Let me live in my delusional world. I think Grimm's gonna be a good guy, and I think Cleo's gonna be good. That's my thoughts, okay? I don't know what's gonna happen, so this could be completely false, and they could actually be snakes and destroyers of the entire world. But I think Cleo and Grimm have ulterior motives that are gonna be beneficial. If I'm wrong, don't laugh at me, please. I was right about Celeste, and that's all that matters. Let's talk about spoilers now for Nightbane. And not spoilers like to the end of the book. I'm on page 154, so like, is it spoilers? Read halfway and you'll know what I'm talking about. This might be very jumbled, okay? It's literally midnight. But anyways, Isla didn't want to train for a while, and I was like, girl, you're gonna need to train. You're gonna need to work on your powers, because what do you mean you're not gonna train? You're the ruler of all these realms. Oro had taken her to go see this other person, I forgot his name, to kind of like unsheath, unhide the shade powers, so she could access all her powers. Now she's remembering things from her past, and that's where we get that dual timeline of her currently and then her and Nightshade meeting Grimm for the first time. Stunning, gorgeous, cute. There was an attack that they are accusing Grimm of, and there are creatures that were there attacking a thing called Drex, and then one went up to Isla, and then she kind of was like, and he left. They left, and some people were like, she's working with Grimm to destroy us. So that's very interesting. So I'm like, why do they know her? But I also am like, maybe from the past timeline they recognized her, and they're like, ah, she's back. And she's like, wait, what? I don't know, but they recognized her and left. So that now they're like, she is plotting with Grimm. It's giving Harry Potter and talking to the snake during the like dark magic training with Snape and Malfoy, and he turns the thing into a snake, and he starts talking to him in Parcel tongue, and they're all like, you were encouraging him, and he was like, no, I wasn't. That's what it's giving, okay? Cleo's talking about leaving Lightlark. People are thinking about abandoning Lightlark. We're trying to figure out, is she Team Grim or is she gonna work with them? Isaac gets kidnapped. She ends up using magic, powers, escapes. Azul, the Skyling ruler, offers 2 of his security people, bodyguards, to help protect Isla. Love that for us. But now I'm like, are you gonna betray us? I don't know. I'm scared of everyone. She got bonded. We had the ceremony of bonding to a creature. Getting bonding, whatever, that the wildlings get to bond to creatures. She gets that done. And then she bonds with a leopard, a black leopard, which is like very bougie. And it turns out it was her mom's, her mom bonded with the leopard. I don't know if it's a leopard. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But she bonded with the creature, and it was her mom's creature that she bonded with. And why did I almost want to cry? Because I was like, oh. Because her guardians had her parents killed. She claims she can't be herself with anyone. And I'm like, maybe with Grim you could be. There's creatures in Star Isle that they're like, she went to go see the Starling realm and like the elites were living in like the castle. But then everyone else was like kind of living on the side, and she was like, why aren't you guys living over here? Blah, blah, blah. And there's like creatures that if you go into this part of the world, like the realm, you don't come back. So that's interesting. I'm like, what's in there? What's in there? Her and Oro are in love, whatever, because the power meshing. But then she's always trying to be like, and he's always like, so I'm like, what is that about? But I guess they finally kiss or whatever. But I'm like, she realizes when in the past that like Grim has the same powers as her star stick. Remember, her star stick ends up being a Nightshade creation that she finds out later on. But in the past, she's like, the star stick lets me portal just like Grim portals. And then she's also wondering why Grim made the star stick, because if you put, I think, power into like an object, it takes away from your life. We got that information, so I'm like, what is that gonna lead to? Yes, okay, so she had stabbed him, right? Because she like went into Nightshade by accident. She couldn't escape. He was going to pick like, I guess, his next bride or something, and she was picked, and then she stabbed him trying to escape, and then she poured it away. And he came up to her and was like, came back to her room, and he was like, he tried to kill me. And then he was like choking her out with his powers, and she was kind of upset, and he's like, to be fair, you did stab me like in my own kingdom. And I'm like, you're right. And now she was trying to bring him a gift because she felt bad that she stabbed him. So she like snuck into his place and like was in this bathtub, and he turned on the water and scared each other. And then she like had a healing ointment for him. Okay. And then he had like no shirt on because he was about to take a bath. And she saw his skin was perfect, right? Because like she's like, oh, he has moonling healers because he has like no scars on him except for the scar she left on his chest. And I'm like, so you love her. You love her. You kept the scar to remind you of her. I am delusional. Also, I love the nickname. I'm sorry. Heart Eater. Demon. I don't know why. I eat it up. I'm actually delusional because just anything Grim does, I'm just kind of like here for it. They also dueled. Okay. She gave the potion and he was, threw it away. And he was like, I don't want it. Which I think was just him saying that I love you and I don't want to get rid of the scar you gave me. But whatever. And so they were like, she's like, let's duel. And he's like, are you serious? Whatever. They dueled and he won. And then she ends up realizing, because she wants to duel with him because she's like, I don't want us to be enemies when we go to the Centennial. Okay, this is in the past. And he's like, okay, fine, but good luck. They duel. He wins, okay? She almost gets him for a second, but he wins. And she realizes, listen to this, she realizes that when they dueled in Lightlark and she won and she was like so proud of herself for like beating him, she realizes that he was actually faking it and let her win, so that way people would think that she was a lot more capable than she might have felt she was, and to keep her safe from being viewed as a weak link. Tell me that's not love. And then I was just kind of basically saying that like Oro is like there, fine. He says cute things, but I just can't feel it in my heart, in my chest, in my soul. Okay? I'm just kind of like, she keeps saying that Oro hasn't betrayed her. That's just a lie, okay? Oro told them all she had no powers. That betrayed me more than Grim working with Celeste, because Grim always said he was a bad guy. And Grim knew the whole time that she had no powers. And did he say nothing? No. But Oro did. Grim came and sent a death threat, okay? My thoughts are, no, this video is just me being delusional over this book, over Grim. Because I'm like, maybe he's just saving them from something that we don't know about. Now we have Cleo. Cleo, I always questioned in the first book because she was so portrayed as being a villain that I'm like, is she really a villain, or is she kind of low-key gonna be the one that saves the day and she's gonna be like a bestie That's what I always thought in Lightlark, because I was like, they're making us feel like we should hate her, and I'm like, maybe we shouldn't hate her. And Celeste, I felt like we were supposed to trust her, and that's why I was like, I don't trust her. So I always thought Cleo could be a good person. She could be an ally. Maybe she won't, but anyways, we can tell Cleo knows something. Okay, Cleo is always working up to something. Something's going on. And Isla's asking her what happened at the last centennial because she didn't attend, and that she could tell something had hurt her. She's trying to figure out what is going on. And we don't really get an answer yet, but then Isla, she's like considering working with Isla. I'm like, okay. Then Cleo shows up on her balcony and decides she wants to help Isla. We found out that Cleo had a son who died, and that's why she didn't go to the previous centennial, because she had an heir, and her focus is always on her realm, her kingdom. That's all she cares about. And she had an heir to the throne, so she was just kind of like, she was chilling, working on that, and realized that she actually like loved her son, and that was her first time really experiencing that emotion of like loving someone. And then her son died. So we don't know how, but that the son reminds her of Isla, and so she's considering helping Isla because of her son. Okay? Okay. And then Cleo says the Oracle is awake and wants to talk to you, because the Oracle is like an ice, and it's on Moonling. It's on Cleo's land. So she says the Oracle wants to speak with you, which is suspicious a little bit, because we're like, why is Cleo telling us this now? And Isla thinks Cleo wants something in return. And Cleo stated that she's only loyal to herself. So let's keep that in mind. If Cleo betrays us, she said she's only loyal to herself. So what are we to... This clip is so long. I'm so sorry. Basically, where I'm at right now, Isla finds the Skylings, okay? Azul and his guardians. And they go into the sky and they see a bunch of ships leaving. It's Cleo's ships leaving Lightlark. And they said to join Grim. I don't know what's going on now, because I thought we just thought Cleo was gonna help Isla. Okay, we thought she was going to work with them, and now she's leaving to go help Grim. My issue is that I have trust issues, and I'm like, everyone's gonna betray me, but then I put false hope in people that maybe I shouldn't put them in it, because I'm kind of like, maybe Cleo and Grim are gonna do something that we don't know about, and it's gonna make everything okay. They're fleeing, asking Cleo about Cleo's ships, and he's like, no, they're joining Nightshade. Which seems like a power move. Anyways, I'm gonna join Nightshade too. Soren is like a questionable character. He's a little spicy. I forgot exactly what his role is, but he's a person that's like on the committee talking to them, and he was a little sassy. Okay, 12:10. I think I just talked for 30 minutes. I'm gonna lay in bed. We're gonna listen to the book. My goal is to get to at least page 200 today. So that's less than 50 pages is my goal, real quick. And I can go sleep. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Update. I have like 30 minutes left of Nightbane. I was listening to it last night and this morning. I ended up adding tabs. Wasn't planning on annotating this. I ended up adding tabs to parts of this book because I was like, I must. I don't even know what to say because I don't want to like spoil it. I'm going to film my reaction for like the last 30, 20, whatever minutes. I have 25 minutes left. I want to film my reaction for the ending of this book. But so far I'm enjoying it. There's a lot going on. These books are always so fast paced and so many different things happening at once, and I love it. I've been taking notes as I'm listening to it, and there's just always something happening. And I'm like, I need to keep track of everything, but I love it because it just flies by. It's just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just so good. Like, it's never a lull. It's just something's always happening. And I'm excited that we're seeing like more of the world and like the creatures and the people in this, on these different realms. Seeing Isla coming into her powers more. Listen, I don't understand. Okay, maybe I understand, but I don't understand. Like, how could you not be Team Grim? Please, I'm actually in love with him. No, there's a scene, there's a hot air balloon scene, chef's kiss, and there's another scene where she finds something and gives it to him, and it's like the most wholesome, cutest thing ever. I die dead. Okay, it goes, when you've seen something truly beautiful, everything else starts to look painfully ordinary. And then he goes, I would rather die than watch you smile at anyone that isn't me. You know what? I want everything. I want to be greedy and selfish with you. I want all your laughs, all your smiles too. They're so cute. They're so cute. How do you not think they're cute? Anyways, we're getting a lot more about history and get characters and creatures that are being put into play in this book. So I'm really excited to see this. I was DMing a bestie, Izzy, with a reading with Rossi. If you guys are interested, love her. And she was saying the ending is like John the Fourth. So I was like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to see how this ends. Anyways, this book is just really good. I'm gonna film my reactions. I feel like there's not much that I'm really saying because I don't want to spoil anything in these books in this section. I will talk about spoilers in a second, but I don't want to spoil too much. But basically, we're preparing for war. We're trying to figure out like the end. It's like Grim against Lightlark essentially. But then we have people switching teams. We have different ways that we're planning on trying to beat Grim. Characters being put into play, secrets. I'm excited. Let's talk about spoilers real quick. Or just more in details of what's going on. I don't even know where I was last. I wrote so many notes. Lots of things are happening. Basically, we have a vault. They're trying to break into the final prophecy. We have a thing about Nightbane, and we find out that Nightbane, which is the flower that is in Nightshade, whatever, is a flower that is used as like a drug, and it can become addictive and like kill someone in the Nightshade realm. But it's the same flower that is used in the Wildling realm that makes the healing elixir. So in one part, her and Grim make a deal that she was going to like use the flowers to make healing elixirs for them and her, and that he would help protect and fulfill whatever needs they have. In the past, she's working with Grim to find a sword because the sword disappears whenever he uses his power, so he needs someone to help him, okay? And so she becomes that someone. Also in the present time, we find out that Oro has all these friends and that Isla knows none of them, and so she was kind of like, I don't know any of his friends, whatever. Now she's learning about them and they're becoming friends too, I guess. The Skylings end up leaving. They voted to leave Lightlark. Some chose to stay and fight, but Azul, the leader, is not fighting because they voted for him to not fight in the war. We have the Vinderlands. Is that what they're called? They're like these outcasted people. I think they're wildlings. They're outcasts. They hate wildlings, but they're willing to work with Isla. They say we'll be on your team. Not everyone's yours. Like they're very clear that it's Isla. So I'm like, because I feel like she might switch sides. And so they're like, we're with you no matter what, not with the whole group. Like she was trying to find the sword and he like left her to see if she could deal with it on her own. And it reminded me of Feyre and Rhysand, when Rhys had left Feyre with the Weaver to get the ring. This little girl Cinder, and she has like this magical, amazing power, and she's such like a young age, and she has all this power in Starling, and we're confused and shocked by that. And it's very interesting. And so she's helping them to protect the area for when Grim attacks. They're trying to consolidate him to one area by like bordering up spots, but they want to keep it a secret that Cinder has so much power because she's such a young little girl, which is crazy. And that's why before they were saying that how they didn't let Cinder leave the realm. That's because she's so powerful and they don't want anyone to know. Also, Isla in the past was kidnapped by wildlings for her heart, right? Because that's how they survived, by eating hearts with the curse. And Grim had shown up and was like, who am I killing tonight? And she didn't answer, and he goes, Isla, who am I killing? Who did it? And she didn't answer. He goes, okay, all of them. And he goes, she got hurt. He came back to her room to make sure she didn't bleed to death. That's not love. Their banter, I'm eating it up. Them bickering back and forth, I love it. I love it so much. It's so much fun. In the past, Grim's teaching her how to use a star stick better and how to fight. Love that for them. Star Isle, a little girl was taken by these creatures in the area that they're like, you can't go because there's creatures in there that kill you and you don't come back. A creature took a little girl. So Isla ends up going in there because she's like, these people are like waiting, depending on me to provide. So she's like, I'm gonna get the girl back. She ends up finding this gigantic snake and like using her powers and trapping it. The snake turned into a woman. It turns out they were people that can turn into animals that were used to be wildlings. She also started using the not darker magic, but you can inflict pain onto yourself or experience pain, and that helps you have more access to more power. And so she was doing that to try to get more power. And then she also went to Celeste's old room. We found a feather. We haven't talked about the feather since we found it, but she kept it because she thought it was weird that she had kept it in like a glass jar. So there's a feather. I kind of forgot about that. See, my notes are helping me realize that Lynx has memories that he's able to show Isla, and then also Lynx can like connect mentally to Isla, so she can see what he sees. She danced with this guy, and then she went to the hallway with him, and then Grim stabbed him because he tried to poison her. Also, Enya, which is Oro's best friend, says that she likes Isla, but that Isla's not good for Oro because Oro is going to be weakened with the love because he's not going to put Lightlark first, but now want to put her first. She gets kidnapped again. It was Marin. Is that her name? Is part of the rebellion group, and they stole her. They didn't like that their powers were tied to the rulers, because Isla's like, I promised. She was making a plan that they would have a democracy in Starling, just like in the Skyling realm, because they don't have like an actual Starling ruler. The whole point of the rebellion is that they don't like that their powers are tied to rulers. And there's Nexus, which is a nightshade that was given to them that keeps everyone weak and only allows them to have one power and has them like synced with a ruler. But they wanted to figure out how you can denounce your realm and be free. They were trying to learn how to denounce their realms and their realm's power, so they were free from the curse and free from like being stuck with a ruler and their life being tied to a ruler. They also think Isla has a flare and that she can't be cursed because she has multiple powers. They had a plan, and their plan was that to free everyone, but it would require the death of the king, aka Oro, and so she was like, no. In the past, Grim was injured. He got hurt and he like came to her and she helped him, and then he gave her a forehead kiss. A forehead kiss. We also found out that Drex were warriors for the Nightshade that were turned into beasts, and that the sword that we were looking for in the past was used to control them and to make more. But then a descendant thought that that was going to be dangerous and that they could end the world, so they cursed the sword so it can't be used by a Nightshade ruler. Okay? And in the past, what happened was that there was a rift or like a scar that had these Drex coming out and they were attacking Nightshade. So that's why Grim was looking for the sword, because he wanted to stop the attacks on his people. But apparently there's like Drex in Lightlark and Nightshade. So the Drex had attacked earlier and she was like, he did it, but he said that he didn't do it, that they just probably were in Lightlark and came out and attacked. She could see through Lynx's eyes that Grim was there in Wildling, and he took all the people and all her healing elixirs and brought them to Nightshade. And then she showed her powers and he smiled. She goes to Remlar. She wants him to teach her how to cut off powers with someone that you love, cut Grim's powers off so they can kill him. Hot air balloon scene in the past and them getting ready, her and Grim. So cute. It's like, how could you do that? Why would you save me? Right. And he goes, you think I would watch you die for the sword? Did you think I would make any choice that wasn't you? Oh my gosh, the cutest thing ever. She found a dragon and she gave it to him. So I want to see where that comes. Like, where does that go in the book? But she found a dragon and she goes, think of him as a pet for you. And he goes, you think I'm keeping this creature in my quarters? And she goes, yes, I think you are, because I'm asking you to. And then she goes, please, Grim. And then he ends up picking it up and holding it far away from his body and then portaling them away. And she's like, we need a name. And he's like, a name? It should be grateful it has a home. Stop being so cruel. Look, it just dipped its head. You made it sad. He's like, you think that animal can speak? No, I think just like another beast in this room, it could sense emotion. They're so cute. And then he goes, this thing keeps flying in my bed at night. And she goes, that's adorable. And then she said she looked at him and thought she had never been happier. So how was she with Oro? Listen, what is happening? Her choice is what determines the future. I don't trust it. I don't think that he used all his people in one go. Like, there's no way that that's all his people and they're all dead. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Oh no. The snake lady. He's here. Grim's here with her on the bridge. And he said that no one can kill her. Now we're going to the past. He disappeared. He left her. We finished it. No, I have to read Skyshade now. There's so much to literally digest in that moment. So much happened in that book. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Lots of discoveries from the end of the book. I finished Nightshade, guys. That was Nightshade, Nightbane. Guys, it was so fun. These books fly by. They're so fun. Oh my god. This was just basically like the war of the after effects of Lightlark and Grim versus everyone else, basically. And now we've reached another ending that we need to continue with Skyshade. Don't know what to do with myself. Spoilers. So the vision that she saw of the children and everyone dying was not Grim. It was a memory of what she did when she went to go save Grim from the Drex in the past and unleash all her power and like destroyed everything. And she like destroyed a bunch of like people's lives. And she was like traumatized and like guilt ridden and all these things. So it wasn't him, it was her, because they found out that she had died when she was trying to save him and gave all her power to him. She died, and so like he bonded to her so that way she could like come alive. But now their lives are entwined, so if you kill Grim, you kill Isla. If you kill Isla, you kill Grim, so they are one together. So there's that. And so then they found that out because he said it when they were like Oro and Grim were fighting and Isla took away Grim's powers. And then he's like, if you kill me, you kill her, like, don't do it. And then Aura's like, what? Now Isla's like, kill him. He's gonna destroy all the people and like kill the kids. And he's like, what are you talking about? And then she realized it was her memory. And then she realized that they were married. No, what did he say? What was the last line he said? Oh my gosh. And she was like, kill him. And Aura's like, no, I'm not killing him because I'm not gonna kill you, okay? And then she saw her past and that it wasn't what she saw Grim was gonna do, it was what she was gonna do. And so she was like freaking out. She's like, oh my god, I'm a monster. And so she was like telling Aura, like, let me go, like get away from me, like I'm not good for you, Aura, blah blah. And so he's like, Aura's trying to hold Isla, and Grim goes, let go of my wife. This is giving me Rowan, where is my wife? Okay, and the necklace that you can't come off that she can use to beckon him, that is like their rings in Nightshade of how they like signify marriage, is that necklace, and you can't take it off unless you die. Took away her memories, gave her the star stick, and sent her back to the wildling realm. And then Isla knew what happened next, and it was a centennial. So they're married, and she tells Oro, I love you, Oro, but I love him too. And then she says that because of his flair, he knows it's true because she loves Grim. So now we get to see, I have no idea what's gonna happen. We have a portal to another world, a bigger world, that you can bring life back. And that's why Grim wanted the portal, because he wants to give her her life back, I think. And like not have him bound, but like give her her life. So it's not tied to his. And that's why he wants to go into the portal. So now I don't know what's gonna happen, because now we're gonna go with Grim. Now we have Isla and Grim together. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? I don't know. Now I have to actually read the other book. I can't listen to an audiobook, which is sad because the audiobooks are really fun. I really enjoy the audiobooks for this. And I don't think they have the audiobook out for this one. Let's look. Oh wait, it's out. The book's out? We might listen to the audiobook while we do this. Oh, I'm excited. We're gonna continue this later. I do have to do some school stuff, some work stuff, and I have a school meeting for a project tonight, but we're gonna start this later today, okay, because I'm so excited. These books I feel like are the best right so far. I mean, I haven't finished it, but like the first two at least, like a fantastic bingeable series that you just need to binge and read back to back. Like it's so fun, and so much happens in both books, and it's all like within a not extensive time span. So I feel like reading them back to back and all together is like amazing. Because you know, some series you can like read one and just kind of be like, oh, I'll read the next later on, and I'll read another one later. But this one I feel like you just have to binge them. It's great. It's great. So I can't wait to start this later. If waging a war for one woman is a crime, then please do consider me a criminal. If killing thousands to keep you alive is wrong, then consider me a villain. If loving you this much is my downfall, then consider me already on my knees. I'm scared. I've heard not the best things already on this book, on the book talk, but I'm excited to see. The audiobook says we have 4 hours and 10 minutes left. It is currently at 9 o'clock. Her not having powers, the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Just killed himself. Guys, we have the Christmas decoration. I need to fix that. It fell. We have Christmas decorations. Because I decided I needed Christmas. On chapter 24, the audiobook has a freaking number. Please don't. So I'm trying to find where I'm at. I'm on page 228. So over halfway, we have an hour and 39 minutes left. This book so far. There's just a lot going on, okay? We're going back and forth. I'm enjoying it. I am stressed with how it's gonna end, okay? Because I've seen things on TikTok about like Isla and the love triangle, and how the series was extended into a 5-book series instead of a 3rd book. So this was gonna be the last book, and now it's not. People are stressed about the fact that the love triangle is being stretched out thin. Anyways, there's a lot going on. I'm trying to figure out a bunch of I don't want to say too much about this because obviously it's the 3rd book in a series that was supposed to be the last book, and now it's the 3rd out of 5. So I don't want to say anything too intense about it. But right now we're just trying to deal with the aftermath of the 2nd book, of the 1st book, trying to solve clues and how things are just all tied together. There's constantly something new happening, new information being given, decisions being made, new characters being introduced, and I'm always just like, but I'm enjoying it. Fast-paced, addictive. I want to see how it goes. But I just can't with this love triangle, because if you're telling me that there's still a triangle at the end of this book after what we've read, I don't understand. It should be a straight line. A straight line. Like, we're supposed to be getting played by something. We have prophecies in here. We're supposed to be betrayed again. And honestly, this time I don't know who's gonna betray us. Like the 1st book, I knew it. I was like, this person's gonna betray us. Watch. And we did, okay? But this one, I honestly could not tell you. And I feel like, because I'm trying to think about it, I feel like because of how fast-paced it is, you try to think about what's gonna happen, but then it's so much happening that you don't even have time to think about what's gonna happen. You're just like going through it. Where's Cleo? Where is Cleo? 30 minutes left of the audiobook for Skyshade, so we're going to listen to that right now, sit here and finish it. I want to get my reaction, so we're filming it, obviously. I have a coffee, my Christmas blankie. Do you guys see this? Amazing. And my little Christmas mug. Oh my gosh. We finished Skyshade. We officially finished and caught up with the Lightlark series. And that ending, oh my goodness. I don't know, like I want to know how she was planning on wrapping this up, if this was gonna be the last book. But I can see where this is expanding into a bigger series. But listen, Grim is the love of my life, okay? If he could help save her, then he would bow before him if he had to. He would do anything. He would do anything for her, and it was just the beginning of proving it. So, we officially finished reading Nightbane and Skyshade. I really enjoyed the series. I started Lightlark last month, and I ate it up, devoured it, and this has become a hyperfixation. Now we have to wait till next year for the next 2 books in the series. I had a lot of fun with these books. They're so entertaining, addictive. I don't want to talk much about this book because obviously this one just came out a few weeks ago, a week ago, a few days ago. Very new for everyone. I highly recommend this series. So much so that I didn't even finish Lightlark and I got a special edition of Lightlark. So I highly recommend. Lightlark is a 5 stars. Nightbane is also, I would say, a 5 stars. Skyshade would be more like a 4.5 stars. It was fun. It was good. But the Lightlark, the first one just really got me. That one just really put me in. Now for the rest of them, like I'm on my 10 toes. There was something that happened. That was something I was thinking, I was hoping would occur at some point. So that was fun. I'm excited to see where the book goes because we did kind of end on a cliffhanger-ish. So I'm interested. I will say the downside of this book is that it feels like the triangle should no longer be a triangle because of what's happening, but it's still a triangle. And that was I've heard people complaining about this book, about the fact that it was still a love triangle and that they're not really continuing with it. I'll be continuing with it 100%. I must see how this ends. But anyways, I love these books so much. I had so much fun reading this. This is like a 5-star series. It's so addictive, so fast-paced, so many plot twists, magical creatures, magical elements, wholesome moments, funny moments, anger-inducing moments, romance. I love it so much. So much fun. And I can't wait to see where this series goes. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down below if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts are on them. You can DM me on Instagram at JanaeReads_ and we can talk spoilers about these books. But I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Let me know if you're Team Grim or Oro down below. Love you.